One. I heard you want to get them monster shoulders and traps. Well, in this exact video, we're going to be here at an apartment gym with my girlfriend. Everything that we're going to be doing is going to be demonstrated on her as a female. And as a personal trainer, I'm going to make sure that she has the best form and grows them traps and shoulders. Are you ready?
Well, I'm ready.
Let's get it. What's great about this video is that we're doing it at an apartment gym. That means that if you have a gym at home, if you have an apartment gym, or if you're going to a gym out in the world, that means that you have all these things that we're gonna be doing. Now, the first things first, we already warmed up. Make sure that you warm up. Courtney, you warmed up?
Warmed up.
All right, so now we're gonna start with the best way to build the shoulder, and that is going to be the shoulder press. This is going to be at a 60 incline, and I do sometimes like to up this seat. Now, that's perfectly up to you. Courtney, what are you gonna be doing? Do you like the seat like that, or how do you like it?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Personally, like I said, if I were to be doing it, I would be doing that higher. But as a personal trainer, we need to make sure that the client is doing great and feeling great. So if you're doing this and that makes you feel comfortable, that's totally fine. Okay. What happens is that most people, whenever they're doing something, and I told you this is gonna be the full breakdown, they're grabbing it and they're doing it right here. What do I mean by that? Is that they're coming straight through their ears. If there was an invisible line, it's just a straight line. And they're going up and down, up and down. What I want you to do is picture it being a 40-degree angle. We're not straight out, but we're not straight. Whenever you're lifting weights, do it at a 40-degree angle. You're coming all the way down, kind of to about the ear level, and then you're going all the way up. Remember how I taught you? A little bit angled right here. All right, now go all the way up. Now all the way down. Breathe with it. Up, down. So whenever you're coming down, you're breathing in, and then you breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. You got two more. Breathe out. Breathe in. All right. Personally, if it's anybody that is beginning, now remember, if you are beginner, I would say do a warm-up set and then 2 sets of 8 to 12. The reason why that is because of the fact that we don't want to overdo it in the beginning. Now, eventually you're a couple months in, you have endurance, go for 3 to 4 sets, but in the very beginning, that's all we're doing. That's a great question, Courtney.
We're gonna put the PT to the test and have him do it.
All right, so then, like I said, we sit down, all about technique. I always put the weights on my knee. And why I do that is because I lift my knee and I rock back a little bit and I make sure that I don't hurt myself while putting them up or down. So, boom, I lean forward, then pull back up. I bring them down safely, I put my knees up, and I bring them down, and then I put these down as well. Remember, we're not slamming them on our knees, we're not trying to injure our knees. That all being said, that is the perfect way. What is going to be next? What my best thing to do is that, if you're watching how I said, we're doing also the trap. Whenever you do the 2 sets, we're gonna be doing the same thing. Of setting everything exactly the same, but now we're gonna be doing shoulder row. This might be, since you were at the beginning, the reason why I took the camera forward. The reason why I always put this up is because I don't know if you realized, I was slipping a little bit. So that's the reason why I put this up, because if I'm sitting, there's no way that I'm falling forward. All my momentum is all right here, and I sit like I'm sitting in a saddle, versus whenever this is all the way down, I'm moving too much. So that's the reason behind that. But remember, I said it's not all about weights, but how do I do it? So from the front and the side, this is how we're going to be doing it. I've really been wanting to show you the opposite side as well, but the lighting just hits a lot better right here. So now I have my seat all the way down. I'm leaning forward a little bit, and I'm just bringing it all the way as high as I can to my ears. And as you're doing that, you're just keeping your back straight the whole entire time. Courtney's up next. Let's see how she does. I would like to put my feet a little bit in front of me. She's going to be a little bit shorter, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult for her, but that's perfectly fine. So then you're going up. There you go. 2, 3, 4, one more. 5, all right.
Do you feel like someone should do it really, really fast or slow and intentional?
I think absolutely slow and intentional. Whenever you're coming up, that can be as fast as you want, and whenever you're going down, make it 3 to 5 seconds. The reason why that is because you have that burn. Now, whenever I'm doing something like this, if you want to, you can hit 2 to 3 sets. I always aim for 15 to 20. Now, this is gonna be something that's, the tricep or the trap is going to be something that's really kind of hard to develop, but it gets nice and fat over time. So that's the best way to do it. I'm gonna show you how to be doing it if you're standing up as well, because you might have different preferences. And let's see how he goes. Courtney, have you ever done it standing up?
No, I think I've only done it sitting.
All right, well, let's show her how to do it. Forward, I'm leaning forward a little bit. Back is not hunched over, it's completely straight. I'm just coming up to the ears if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing from the front. So forward, look at my back, it's completely straight. Now we're going forward. Some people do like this, just completely straight up, but what I realize is that whenever I lean forward, I get more of a bigger stretch. So the shoulders are behind the ear versus whenever I'm standing up. I feel like it almost goes half the distance up. Courtney, you're now up. Okay, as we look at Courtney, back is completely straight. Lean forward a little bit. Okay, now pulling up to your ears. Now down. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, more. That's perfect.
What if people can't necessarily get all the way up to their ears right off the bat?
That's perfectly fine. What's happening is that over time you're getting more stretch in, and over time whenever you're lifting weights,
your body gets used to it.
Yeah, your body gets used to it. But remember, if you had weights right here, your shoulder's gonna be pulled down and you're coming up. Over time, what I'm getting at is that you're gonna get a better stretch. And that all being said, it's just gonna take time, but it's perfectly fine, because I'd rather you start today than start and never get started, right?
Yeah.
That all being said, guys, we're gonna be going to the next set, and you might be wondering, what do you actually do for a living? So I'm an online personal trainer that does a 12-week program with every single person that I do. I do a deep intake, about 70 questions, and the reason what we do is that we go over lifestyle, we go over how everything is for you in between. Where are you at? Are you in the very beginning stages? Are you in the middle stages? Are you trying to gain a lot of muscle? Or are you trying to lose a lot of fat? And usually we have where we mix in between. But there is stages to this, right? So you gotta build an amazing foundation before you can build an amazing house. And that is the reason why we go step by step. And the reason why we do a 12-week program is because little by little by little by little, we amp it up, we get your confidence up, we have you getting amazingly strong and fit and more confident than ever. So if this is anything that you love, go check us out online on our one-on-one coaching. That is going to be linked down below in our description. And I promise you, every bit of me will change your life. This is my purpose in life. This is what I've been destined to do. If you didn't know, I went from 230 pounds now down to 175. We're getting them gains, brother. Let's keep going with the video. Next thing that I like to do is the side. Boom. This is gonna give you that 3D look from the side. The shoulder will start popping out, right? So how you do this is just lateral raises. Boom. Sometimes you see people moving a little bit like this. We're gonna be working just specifically on structure. So really slow and intentional. 1, 2, 3 going up, 1, 2, 3 going down. 1, 2, 3 going up, 1, 2, 3 going down. And if you realize I never come down here, why is that? Because we always want the tension in our shoulders. If I'm chilling right here, you can do this all day. If you have your arms right here and you try to do that for 3 hours straight, I bet you your shoulders will go numb. That's the reasoning why we do that. Courtney, we're gonna be demonstrating on you, and then I'll go afterwards. It's not all about weights. She is going to grab something that's extremely comfortable for her. So what I like to do is the same thing. We're going at 45-degree angle. I'm not going all the way completely out and straight. I'm going a little bit at 45. Feet are aligned with your shoulders. Okay, go up. Yep. Up. 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 All right, now give a side view. Okay, go up. 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 One more. That's perfect.
And then do you feel like once they do the up part that they should hold it for like a second or two?
You might not be that strong in the beginning, but that's why I always say get lighter weights and then do that. Now, she did it absolutely amazing. That's because I'm here with her. But as someone that's watching online and you might be wondering, I'm gonna be pointing out the things that people do a lot wrong. Whenever they're doing this, sometimes they really lead with their shoulders. If you realize that, I like to lead with my wrist. So I stand up and I come up. And the reason why that is that I feel a lot more tension on my shoulders, okay? Versus when someone leads with their elbow, this is how it looks like. Right? So remember, arm doesn't have to be locked, but you're leading with your wrist. See how this is all straight? See that? Versus. Anyways, that was a deep dive and I hope that helps. Let me try it out and show you guys. All right, here's the side view. Everything you do, it starts with the feet, then the knees, then the hips, then everything else lines up. So make sure that you're starting with that from the beginning. Right? Feet and shoulders. Not, you know, all like this, not like that. Align. The last one we're going to be doing is working on the back of the shoulder. Now this is going to be the hardest thing to develop. This is something that's way overlooked. Most people don't do it. But for the sake of this video, we're going to be doing shoulder pulls. Now it does help a little bit on the back, but we're going to try to emphasize as much as we can on the back of the shoulder. The reason why that is that there's going to be other things that you can do, but I feel like this is the most easiest and most effective for you. If I was at a commercial gym, do reverse flies. Those are going to be the absolute best. So reverse flies, a lot of the back of the shoulder, but for the sake of this video, like I said, we're going to be doing pulls. Now every time I do it, I like to have this about eye level. All right? And so what we do, have it a lightweight, lean back, and just pull straight to the eyes. And you're pulling through the ears. Don't stop right here, don't stop right here, or right here. Through the eyes. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna be feeling all in the back of the shoulder. And if you can, remember we're doing everything 2 sets of maybe 12 to 15. If you don't really want to hit that 12, go for at least that 8. I lean, see how she's doing it straight up? Now, lean, stand straight up, and lean backwards. Oh. And while she leans backwards, she's gonna be pulling through her ears. So if you see, she's leaning back, her feet are completely planted, and she's just going all the way back. Through her ears, There you go. She's passing her ears, as you see. See, this is a better angle. And if you can, if you realize, when I grab this, you gotta find what's best for you. I like to just grab it and go like this, but I never grab this like this. It's just a lot shorter, and you see, you realize how we do this versus this is what you were doing. Versus whenever I grab it, I'm leaning back and I'm pulling through the ears. Do you see how I'm not doing this at all? Yeah. Try that out and tell me how that feels. So she's leaned back a little bit, and now she's pulling through the ears. That's perfect. But what's happening, guys, is that if you realize, it's so angled for her. So we're gonna be pulling this down. So if you realize, it's eye level with her. She's gonna feel this a lot better. So boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, and go release. 1, 2, 3, 4, release. 1, 2, 3, 4, release. There you go.
Let's say if people don't have a gym and they're just using their arm equipment at home, is there an alternative to that with like dumbbells or no?
You can, we can demonstrate that one real fast as well. So what I would be doing is that I would be using two things. Some people, let's just grab these dumbbells for a change. I'm leaning completely forward and I'm coming all the way out. Right? And you can do two things. You gotta feel what's more comfortable for you. Some people have their wrist like this and some people have it like this. It just depends on what's easier for you. Sometimes I feel it more like this and sometimes I feel it more like this, but what I'm doing is I'm leaning forward, and I've even seen people where they lean forward completely and then they're just coming all the way up. And if you realize what it's doing is it's targeting the top of the muscle. Courtney, look in the mirror. Yeah. And this is how it's gonna look like from the front. Boom, leaning all the way forward. I'm not a really big fan in the very beginning for people just starting off with dumbbells. Some people really like the free weights, maybe because it's not as crazy as coming to a machine and messing with all the gears and doing all these different things, but you can mess up a lot with free weights, and the reason why that is because it's all about technique. And this has taken years, and it's just really easy if you possibly can to work on machines, but if you don't, this is the best way, and we demonstrated on Courtney right here as well. Hopefully that you like, comment, subscribe. What do you want to see next time? What did you like about this video? Now you saw a guy's perspective, but you also saw a very, very beginner as well. And what do you think about the video? How do you feel? Do you have the burn?
I have the burn. Feeling the burn.
Feeling the burn. So if you watch this and you did this all the way through, congrats. You just made them gains, brother. Give them a flex, Courtney. All right, guys, you know what we say at every single video. Like, subscribe, and as always, you know what we say. Stay fearless.